If zinc hasn't been on your radar before, it likely is now. And that's because of its significant immune support benefits. These have been in the news a lot lately. So you probably already know that zinc is an essential nutrient for your immune system. You might have heard about using zinc lozenges to help decrease the duration of a cold. And zinc is one of the essential nutrients that we must get in the form of either food or supplements, but it does play some critical roles in your health. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I'm a certified elite trainer, nutrition coach, and PSA ranked and rated figure skating coach. I work with athletes, parents, and families, as well as other coaches, to help them create real change to get real fitness and nutrition results. In this video, I'm going to tell you why zinc is so essential, what you can do if you're not getting enough, and if it's okay with your doctor, which supplements you can take. I post at least 3 videos a week, sometimes typically more. Sometimes a lot more. So if you like this video and you're interested in getting more health and fitness content, be sure to hit that subscribe button and then tap the bell right next to it so you never miss a video. And if you keep watching me but you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Just go ahead, hit that subscribe button and get it out of the way. Okay, so back to zinc. Zinc is involved in protein synthesis, cell division, normal growth and development, a normal sense of taste and smell, immune function, white blood cell production, skin health and wound healing, eye health. Zinc is also a crucial component for more than 100 enzymes. It's often called the gatekeeper of the immune system because almost all immune cells rely on zinc to function optimally. And zinc plays a critical role in our body's immune defense against viruses and pathogens. Zinc also helps protect our body against overactive immune system. That could be the case with something like chronic inflammation, allergies, or autoimmune diseases, such as rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes, and age-related macular degeneration. Of course, the best way to get zinc and many other vitamins is through our food. And the best way to do that is to plan on eating a variety of different foods. There are good sources of zinc. And foods that contain zinc are excellent sources of other nutrients as well. The average adult female needs about 9 milligrams of zinc a day, and the average adult male needs about 11. This can go up during pregnancy and lactation, and children need slightly less. If you want to make sure you're getting enough zinc a day, here's a sample menu that can help you out. Breakfast with 1 cup of oatmeal, 1 cup of milk, and 1 ounce of almonds. Lunch of a sandwich with 2 slices of whole grain bread, 1 ounce of Swiss cheese, and 2 ounces sliced turkey, plus a salad. Dinner of 3 ounces of roast beef, half a cup of green peas, and 1 small potato. An analysis of NHANES 3 data found that 34 to 45% of adults aged 60 and older had low zinc food intake, and that put them at risk for a zinc deficiency. Even considering zinc supplements or the zinc in your multivitamin, 20 to 25% of older adults still had an inadequate zinc intake. And adults from families that are food insufficient, those that have lack of financial resources to get consistent food, had even lower intake of zinc, often below 50% of the RDA guidelines. Potential causes of zinc deficiency include gastrointestinal surgery and digestive disorders, such as colitis, Crohn's disease, and short bowel syndrome. Other diseases that are associated with zinc deficiency include chronic liver disease, chronic renal disease, and sickle cell disease, also diabetes. Chronic diarrhea is also known to lead to zinc deficiency, and 30 to 50% of alcoholics exhibit zinc deficiency because alcohol decreases zinc absorption and increases excretion from the body. People that are vegetarian or vegan may also be at risk for zinc deficiency because their diet does not include meat, and zinc in plant-based food is less available for absorption in the body. So which foods have the most zinc? Oysters contain more zinc per serving than any other food, Red meat and poultry provide the majority of zinc in the American diet. Other good sources of zinc include legumes like dried beans and peas, nuts, some types of seafood, whole grains, and dairy products. Here are some examples of how much zinc is in common foods. Phytates are compounds naturally found in plants that help protect the plant from disease and insects. They're present in whole grain bread, cereals, and legumes. Phytates bind with minerals in the digestive tract, including calcium, magnesium, iron, and zinc, which decreases the amount of minerals available to be absorbed and used by the body. Many phytates can be deactivated by soaking, sprouting, or boiling before eating. Leavened grain products, such as bread, contain more available zinc than unleavened grain bread, and unleavened products like crackers. Who has special zinc needs? Well, the bioavailability of zinc from vegetarian or vegan diets is lower because meat is high in bioavailable zinc and can enhance zinc absorption. Vegetarian and vegan diets often include higher amounts of legumes and whole grains that contain phytates. So vegetarians and vegans can require as much as 50% more of the RDA for zinc than people that eat meat. And zinc supplements may interact with different types of medications. So anyone who takes medications should definitely discuss supplementation with their doctor. Actually, anybody that's doing any supplements should always discuss them with their doctor. I am not a doctor. I'm a nutrition coach. That is not the same thing. So definitely discuss this with your doctor. But once you've discussed it with your doctor, taking the medication at least 2 hours before or 4 to 6 hours after a zinc supplement minimizes the interaction. But like I said, it's always best to discuss this with your doctor. Certain antibiotics also inhibit the absorption of zinc. And there's some drugs that are used to treat rheumatoid arthritis that inhibit the absorption of zinc as well. And some diuretics increase zinc excretion, and prolonged use might cause some deficiencies in zinc. Zinc is often part of some homeopathic medications that are sold over the counter, like those lozenges we talked about earlier. In the past, the FDA has warned consumers to stop using zinc-containing nasal gels or sprays because they were found to cause loss of the sense of smell. This is due to high zinc levels. Also, excessive use of denture creams that contain zinc has also led to zinc toxicity and neurological diseases as well. Consistently taking in more zinc than needed from food and or supplements can lead to toxicity. Like I said earlier, if you're not able to meet your daily zinc needs through your diet, definitely talk to your doctor about supplementation because you don't want to be taking too much either. But once you've talked with your doctor and they've agreed that a supplement's a good idea, you now may be wondering which is the best one to take. When it comes to mineral supplementation, there are many things to consider to maximize your supplementation. The primary goal is to absorb the greatest amount of the mineral from the fewest number of capsules with no side effects. So how do we best accomplish this? Well, the form of the mineral, including the compound it's bound to, makes a difference. And one factor that's always an issue when supplementing minerals is that minerals are not particularly absorbed well by the human body just by their very nature. Also, various lifestyle, dietary, and health factors can have a negative impact on mineral absorption. But the obstacle to the absorption can be overcome by optimizing the form the mineral comes in. This is simple chemistry. Certain forms of minerals are better absorbed than others. There's been some research that demonstrates that superior absorption with a zinc chelate in the form of zinc bisglycinate is a well-tolerated, well-absorbed form of zinc. It's comprised of one zinc molecule bound to two molecules of the amino acid lysine. Because this form of zinc is absorbed intact, it does not compete with other minerals for absorption in the intestinal tract. Several studies demonstrate its superior absorption. I have links to those studies in the description down below. In most instances, the better a mineral is absorbed, the fewer side effects, which are often GI symptoms, such as constipation and diarrhea. So you want to make sure you get the best one. And I like this one by Thorne. This is the forum that I'm talking about here in the studies link below. And there's a link to this in the description down below as well. So give it a try. I like this. I've done very well with this, and I haven't had a cold in 2 years taking this. So knock on wood. But in the case of zinc, whatever its form or whatever brand you use, it's best to take it with food because zinc is notorious for causing nausea on an empty stomach. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. Remember also to subscribe and tap that bell so you never miss a video. And share it with your friends and on social media too. That goes a long way to help other people find the channel. This is Amy. I will see you real soon. Bye!